So a lot of us are wondering, what is this money.com even going to be used for? Money.com is a what? It's a cloud-based work management platform. Okay. And it is designed to help teams and organizations to manage projects, workflows, and every day by what? By centralizing apps, processes, tools, and files into one place. Now, what this means is that if you are working with a company and they assign you, and then the company requires you to do some certain things, as you go to work from Monday you know, till Friday, those things you do can actually be what? Be managed remotely, or, they can actually be managed what? Remotely, in the sense that you can be where you are working and be updating your work status. For instance, they give you a task to go to Bayelsa and achieve something, or maybe execute something. Maybe your company is based in Lagos, but then they say you should take a flight, go to Bayelsa, and then go to this community and then do something there and then come back. So yeah, you are going to get your itinerary, they're going to give you your flight, whatever, or maybe they will tell you who to meet that will carry you to or fly you to Bayelsa. Now when you do that now, the moment you set off and start going for that journey, you have to update the status and say, hey, Oga, oh, I don't dey go this morning, no. Oga, don't go take flight to, don't land Bayelsa. Oh. Okay, Oga, don't go the community. This is what their issues are. So now, but you still have to be making that kind of call every time talking about these whole stuffs. What if there was a kind of cloud system that you could actually just log in and then update everything in real time? That's the reason why all these tools came up. Tools like Trello that we did last week, and then now we are doing Monday.com. So these are remote what? These are remote or cloud-based what? Work management platforms, and it is designed to help you what? Collaborate with your team and the organizations. You can manage projects and then your workflows and every task that is been assigned onto you. So my prayer this night is that before the end of this class, people are going to learn how to actually assign tasks, create your boards, and then be able to manage your team on Monday.com. So that is what I just wanted to find out. But then we can see that we still have a lot of features. We have features, see, key features. We have project management. So some of you that have been looking forward to go and study project management, you now have the opportunity to be able to see how the thing looks like a little bit, not the full stuff, but you're going to see how it works, in some sense. Then workflow automation. Now we're going to start doing automation. Some of you are already doing automation in our accountability group, and I'm quite proud of you. Thank you for doing that. Then customizable workspaces, then integrations, then CRM functionalities, and then team collaboration, data visualization, and then no code platform. So these are some of the things that we're going to enjoy tonight. So for me, I have to come here and then I'll go to what? Monday.com. Okay, so this is a link to start up your journey with Monday.com. So I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to share with us so that we can get to it. So I'm sharing the link here. This is it now. Say, Coach, did you share? Yes, I'm sharing my screen, please. My screen is boldly shared. Okay. So I'm not seeing your screen. Please, it's your network. All right. It's not me. It's your network. That 1 terabyte will last someone like 3 or 4 months at most. Yes, the 1 terabyte is actually meant for 6 months. Let me stop recording and show you guys how to get to it in case some of you are interested. So this is our Monday.com website, and we are going to get started from here. So when you come here now, if you come to this product, you can see that they have a lot of stuff here, and so on and so forth. So for me, I can go through anyone because I understand what they're doing, right? So I can actually go through here and continue from there. But then so that's what I want to do. So I'll just come here and I'll go to what get started, right? So click on get started and you can see that it says welcome to money.com and so on and so forth. So you can now do what they say, continue with Google. Now, if you don't have a company email address, don't worry about this part. Always use your words, continue with Google. I've always stressed on this one every time I want to do something here. So click on what? Continue with Google, and it's going to take you here. At this point, what do? You confirm the account that you wish to use to what to explore the tool. So me, I'm going to use this my account. I'll click on it. Here now, I'm going to click on what continue, and that will bring me to where I'm going to now what complete my profile and my setup for money.com. So you say, hey there, what brings you here today? I'll say, okay, maybe personal, maybe work, anything you feel like it, right? So you can say, okay, what best describes your current role? You can say business owner because you want to get the full access. And you click on continue. So it says, how many people are on your team? You can say 11 to 15. Then how many people work at your company? You can say 50 to 99. And you can do what? Continue. You say, select what you like to manage first. So me, I will say construction, right? You can choose anyone here depending on what you do. But I love construction, so I'll click on what? Continue. So it says select what you like to focus on first. So I'll say project management, right? Continue. So one last question. How did you get to hear about us? This one not really concern them, shall, but let me just select YouTube. I'll click on what? Continue. And this at this point, I think I'm currently done with what? Creating my account on money.com. So the next thing is for you to now ask me some little bit of my team. So it's not saying who else is on your team. So this is the part where you now need to what? Enter people that you have on your team. Okay. Those people that you know you're working with, you can actually enter their emails here. Okay. And then they will now become part of your team. So me now I want to enter what? Let me just show you how this works. Just enter any what? Any email that you have. Some of you are looking for who to practice with. My dear, you don't need anybody to come and start delaying. So when you now enter the person's email, what do? You come here and set their what? Their access. If you set them as admin, it means that they can do what and kick you out of their account. Because you know that some of you are very, some of you are very how will I say? Some of you are quite cocky. You can just, somebody make you an admin, like, okay, somebody say, okay, please come into my house. So this is my house key, this is my room, this is my parlor, this is my kitchen. Then you did not allow you in. What did you now do? You carry the key, go change the full key for the full house. The person come now, person will invite you come house now. Come back in from work the next day. You don't change every key with the house. And you know even the house. You don't need to wait for you to come back house. For before you go fit enter house. But now house now you dey still. But because you don't give you access now, you don't go change all the keys, say what you concern. We concern changing of keys na your house. So that is why you don't want to what, give the wrong person. You don't want to give a wrong admin access here. Somebody is messaging, let me see. Do what? Enter their email address and then you give them the access that you want them to have. If you want them to be a member, just give them a member access. Then I can actually invite somebody else. Please, Kachi, if you're here, drop me your email, Kachi. This is just how to invite. Like I said, once again, put the email and then select the membership. If you want them to be an admin, maybe they are your co-bosses or can actually make them, like for instance, I think your Oga can actually be what can actually have an admin role. So maybe I can maybe someone as admin because I own that account. So you can see that it actually works. So I'll not do what I will click on what invite your team. So at this point now they are going to receive messages that they've been what they've been invited. Now, remember that when we're doing Trello works with boards, right? Everything that you're going to manage on Trello, if you're going to say, like you want to manage how to cook egusi soup, that egusi soup that you want to do will be called board on Trello. But here on money.com, it is called what? It is called projects. So let me call it what? Ottawa what? Ottawa building. Because we're trying to do construction, right? Ottawa building, Abi. We'll not do what? That's the name of our project. So you can say, he said, let's start working together. Give your board a name. See now? Marketing plan, sales pipeline, quarterly roadmap, blah blah blah. So I'll do what? Click on what? Next. Now you say select the relevant columns for your what? For your board. Now this one actually works in a different way. You know the other one that we use when we were doing Trello, we use Kanban style, right? This one actually does with what? This one works most with what? With list or table view. So now you're going to see how it's going to work. You can see that we have just added, see now, we've just added owner, this one and so forth. If I click on this now, it will leave there. If I click on status, it will be removed. If I click on timeline, it will be removed. If I click on effort estimation, it will be removed. Okay, but we just want them to be what? To be there. right? You can see that they are being populated here now, and so on and so forth. So I'll just click on what next. Now it say get real-time insight with dashboard. This one actually tells you what this one is going to be telling you. You see now, it will be telling you how your task is getting accomplished and so on and so forth. You know, like when we did was it not Fresh Desk, we were seeing tickets that was, that was unassigned, tickets that were already sorted out, tickets that have already been assigned, and so on and so forth. So this one will not be doing like that too. So what we need to select what we want to be seeing. So you see now we have task overview, which is all we have here now. So if I select this task by due date, you see it has come here at the bottom. If I select overdue tasks, it will come here, right? So this is just how it will look like when we are done with it now. So I cannot do what? Click on next. Now, you say plan and visualize your team capacity effectively. Weekly activities. This one is actually asking us what? How many things I want to do for the week. So this is just it now. So I can do what now? I can just say next. Just ignore that part. Now it is asking us to select a view layout. Consider this is our table view now. If we select Gantt, it will come out as here. Can you see Gantt now? This is how the Gantt will look like. Now this Gantt, if you are a civil engineer like myself, you're going to be able to understand this Gantt chart. But if you didn't do any of this project management in your high institution, please don't bother about using Gantt. May not go crazy. Okay. Then we have cards. Cards is what we did on Trello. Okay, card is what we did on Trello. Then we have calendar. Of course, in Trello also, I think I explained what calendar does. Then we have Kanban. Of course, you can see the same thing also applies here. You see stock, blah, blah, blah. Then we have timeline, right? So the timeline and Gantt, they look alike, but my dear, don't let it deceive you, they're not the same. So we're going to go back to what? Table view. Okay, then we click on what? Next. Then it says list your what? Your projects. Now, this is our project now, and this is your tower building, right? And then we have to call it task. Task are things that make up your what? Your project. For instance, if you're cooking soup as a project, let me say if cooking soup is your project, okay, then the task are the small, little things that you have to do to achieve that soup that you want to cook. So your project is what? Cooking of what? Egusi soup. The task includes things like buying of shake, right? Buy a body, buy ring, buy draw, right? Buy euru, buy 10 cup of melon, buy cow leg or cow tail or cow head, those kind of stuff. Or then maybe buy panla fish, buy smoked fish. Those are your different your different task. Then even when you come back home, you have to give your child the task of what of pounding whatever you bought that needs to be pounded. Is it not? Should be the pound you that time. I be the boiler. I don't know. I don't know how to cook. So sorry. So that is it now. So you can now do what? You can now assign those tasks to your what? To your people that you are working with. So that is what we are going to do here today now. This is our tower building project, and then we have to put tasks. So the tasks can be things like maybe mold what 4,000 blocks. Next one can be what? You can say okay, um maybe buy 4 trips of sharp sand like that. Then we'll now have what? Maybe buy maybe 120 bags of cement of what? Dangote cement. So this is our what? Task. Then we cannot do what? Get started. Right? Get started. But there's something that I did not point out here, which was deliberate because I wanted you guys to just see that it's not all about watching the video. Okay. Now watch here now. Can you see that we have this to do here? We have completed here, right? You see now, so these are called what? The groups. These are called the groups because in everything that we're doing now, we are expected to what? To actually break it down to what? To in a more understanding what? In a more understanding manner. So some of you are now asking me like, how does this apply? Because you don't do construction. Well, if you actually do cake here, if you actually bake cakes for businesses or maybe for people, for marriages, for wedding and burial, you know that cake design actually has different stages, right? So we have we have the stage where you are buying material for the cake baking. Then we have the stage where you're actually trying to like incorporate those things that you've actually bought and you're trying to mix the dough, right? So that's what we call what the mixing stage. Then after the mixing stage, we now have the baking stage. When you finish baking, what should be the next thing? Of course, the design bake. I mean, the design of what? Of the cake. So these are what different stages. So so now that you're here now, you are seeing to do. You're seeing completed. These are what stages now for this our Otanwa building. Now, this stage here will actually depend on what you're doing. In other words, I'm in construction right now, so I will do what? I can put what? Maybe I can call it maybe Reiki stage. Reiki what stage? This one is for if you're not into construction, please don't worry about that word. Is for the full meaning is what is okay. We can call it Reiki, but for your stage, let me just say demolition or maybe demolition slash site clearance. Yes, site clearing. Because some of you will now come and be asking, which one is Reiki again? I don't know what is Reiki. Using big grammar for me. Does it think I did construction? I didn't do construction. What I did is OTM. I was the one that was carrying typewriter. I was the best typist in my set. So I don't understand what he's saying. So don't be offended, okay? And now I need to break it down to your level. So in construction now we have what? We have different stages. We have what? The demolition stage where you need to knock off everything that you see on the side, like trees, existing buildings. Then you clear the site for what? For preparation for excavation. Now, in this stage now, we have things like, ew, don't move. Oh. Now, in this stage now, we have things like what? Like maybe you need to go and hire the machines like like your grader, your payloader, whatever. Then you need to hire your chain. You want to go and hire the tree falling guys that will come and clear all the thick trees in the bush. And then here also we have what the maybe hire like 14 dump trucks, like your tipper that will come and carry all the debris that you are demolishing out of the site, right? So these are what we have in this stage, demolition stage. Now after that, now we now have what we have what they call what we have another stage called what the excavation stage. Excavation slash what slash foundation. So when you are done with your site clearance, you need to start doing what excavation and what foundation what works. The next thing is to what is casting slash maybe casting slash what. Of course, if you're casting, you're still going to do what? You're still going to what? Erect the wall. Okay, wall erection, or you can even say walling, depending on how you understand it. Okay. So you can see that I'm using basic tools like like you're able to understand what I'm doing, so that it won't be as if I'm trying to like. So we now have another group called what? You can call the next group, you can call it what? Finishing. No, do not call it finish. You can call it what? Rendering. Rendering slash what? Slash finishing. That is where you now plaster, you now paint, and you now put your interlocking and all those things. Then we now do what? Complete. This is our what? Or completed. Yes. You can see that this is our what? Our project is now what having shape now. We have actually set aside our demolition slash site clearance. We have our excavation, foundation, casting and what walling, rendering and finishing, and then completed. Now there's something I don't like here, which is what the color code. You know, say me, I know they like color, so I'll come here and do what? I'll remove this green because green should always specify what complete. So don't forget that. Now I'll take that to where? I'll take that to this part and I'll change it to is that not cockroach brown? Then this my completed is where I'm going to put my what? My green. Because that shows that what these jobs have been what completed. So I'll put it there. So this is it now. Now this is our what? Our Monday platform. You can see that we have here home. If you come to this home here, you're going to see that. I hope at this point everybody understand what we have been doing so far. But before I come and ask my question, let me just explain what I have here. You see that if I come here now, click on home, can you see? It gives me what? It says a lot of things here. It will tell me that my profile is like this, but don't worry about those things because your company will actually set them up for before you join already. So you can see that this is our what more recently was visited now. So if I come here and I click on this now, I'll be seeing what? I'll be seeing my what? Where I'm working on before now. So if I go to my work, I should be seeing what? I should be seeing what I was working on before as well. I got it. You see now? This is it here. I'm working on what? You see now? Look at it here. You see mode 400 blocks, whatever. Then if I come to more, I can be able to see other things. Then I cannot come to my what my favorite. Now favorite is more like what your start. If I come to this my project now, this is my Otama project, and I come here and I click on what, I can even start it. I can make it my what my I can make it a favorite, right? If I come here and I can do what, I can just drop down here and do what, star it here. Can you see star? So if I now star, what will happen? If I come to my favorite, I'll be seeing it there. Can you see it has come here now? This is just how it is, guys. So that is how it works. Then here now we have workspace. Your workspace actually represents your what? Your different contracts. I say different contract because this money.com account is owned by what? By Ottawa Nigerian PAC, right? So Ottawa Nigerian PAC is a what? It's a construction company, and you know that what? Tinubu just called us and tell, okay, please Ottawa, I want you to come and handle the what? The coastal highway. That's a what? That's a contract. So if I want to do that now, I can come here and do what? Okay, I can come here and do what? And add that one as a what? As a what? Who is putting this in there? Now that is a what? If I wanted to change this my company now, I can come here and do what? I say, let me create another what? Another workspace. I can just say, okay, let me add another workspace. But before that, let me just do one thing so you can be able to understand. So if I click on this plus here, okay, I can actually do what? Enter more contracts here. Don't forget that we are what? A construction company. So if I click on this plus here, I can do what? I can now add what? I can add board. Can you see board? I can add board, right? So let me click on this board now. You see, I call it new board. Let me call it what? Coastal Highway. I'll call it Coastal Highway, right? Now click on create board. Just watch, guys. Just watch. You see now, it is now here as what? Coastal Highway, right? That is what for what? For that Coastal Highway what? Contract that Tinubu just give to us now, right? Well, but then what if I now own two companies? Okay, I own Ottawa construction company. I also own what? Ottawa cleaning business. How will I put them, or maybe how can I manage the two companies from one money.com account? How can I manage it? It's simple. I'll come here and do what? Are you seeing this plus again? I'll go there, I'll click on it, and then I'll click on what? And I'll come here to say, you see here, and I don't have anything like you see, I don't have anything like workspace here, right? So there's nothing like workspace. So if I want to do that now, I will come here where they say main workspace, and I'll click on this small triangle here. You see now? Can you see add workspace here? If I click on this one, I'll be able to what? To create another workspace for my new company, what? Ottawa Cleaning Agency. Now there's still another one here. Three dots. Can you see these three dots here? If I click on it, I can do what? I can actually manage workspace from here. So if I click on this now, you can see that I have add new workspace. Can you see that? I even have manage workspaces here. So this means that what? I've shown you how to what? To add workspaces in your what? In your money.com. Now, workspace and the board, are they the same thing? No. So let me now take a question before I come back here. To create a new workspace for my other company, I'll come here and do what? I will click on this place here. You see now they say what? Add workspace. And I'll click on this. And I'll call it what? And I'll call it what? Ottawa what? Ottawa Cleaning Agency. Right? Then I cannot do what? Click on what? Add workspace. And it will just be there like that. Because can you now see that this is now my what? My agency. Then under this agency, I can now add my projects or my contract here. Click on this place here. Are you seeing board? Click on board. Then I can call it what? VFS what? VFS Global. At where? At Aja. Then I cannot do what? Click on create board. So this is my contract now that I'm going to be working on for this particular Ottawa cleaning business now. Okay, so I have a contract here called what? VFS cleaning. Now, what if they also say, okay, maybe they say, okay, please bring up now, come to Abuja. I mean, the house of assembly, I mean, complex. We need you to be what? To be cleaning it every day. I cannot come and do what? I can come and add another board again and call it what? Call it house of assembly what? Cleaning. House of assembly cleaning. That's another kind of contract. I'll do what? I'll create it here too because I'm not having two contracts now under this my what? Under this my cleaning business. So if I want to go and manage what is actually happening in my bakery, I'll do what? I'll click on this small triangle here to switch my what? My workspace to the previous one, which is what? The main workspace. I'll go back there. You can now see that I have my what? Otama building here. This one is my construction business, right? And then I can now do what? Maybe they now say, okay, Michael, your team did, in fact, they did a very, very nice work in that Abuja building. Please come to Kaduna and help us to construct, maybe an Ottawa headquarter. I'll come and do what? Come here again and do what? Click on board, add it here as what? As Ottawa what? Ottawa quarter what? Construction. So I hope there's nobody that will still come and tell me that they don't understand this thing so far. Because this is, you see, I'm taking my time to break it down, right? So this is just how it is, guys. So at this point now, we have now created our different what? Our different projects, our different boards. Now the next thing is to what? To start managing the personnel within this place now. This one is what? This one here is for what? Is for construction now, or for tower building. Now we have tasks. In fact, you have already known what task is when we did our Trello. We have already known what task is. Then here now we can see that we are using the main table view. This is our main table view, but I can actually add another view by clicking on this small plus here. You see they say add view. Click on it and I can select what? I can select maybe Kanban. Click on this and it will change to Kanban. You see Kanban now? Does it make any sense to you now where we say done, working on it? I can even change it. I can drag it back here. You see? This one is working on it and maybe not started. I can just bring this one up here. I can change this one to whatever I like and change it to whatever maybe I can change to whatever I like here. Just rename it whatever I like. Then you see now I cannot drag this one about, right? As we did it on Trello now. So this one shouldn't be hard for anybody here. Then you can even add more. I can even put maybe I can put let me even show what this Gantt chart looks like. So you can see how it looks like. Can you see the Gantt chart? This is Gantt chart now. But this is quite advanced. So if you don't know it, don't even bother to come here because go run past your house. So let us go back to our main table view so that I can actually understand what we are doing here. Now, this is our construction project and we have this task for this stage now. This is called the stage. This is called what? The task. Now, for every task, there must be what? An owner of the task, like the person that is going to what? Handle that task. For instance, if it's okay, tomorrow, Michael, we are going to bake cake tomorrow. Your job in the morning is to make sure that you fetch me what? Firewood. That means what? You are going to come here and do what? And put what? Firewood. Or let me say fetch firewood. And then who will not do that task? You come here to what? To add the person. You click on this human icon here to what? To add somebody. Who is the person? You click on this guy. That will not be his what? His task. He's going to what? Accomplish that task for you tomorrow. Now, for everything that you do here, you have what they call status. Status is more like, have you started the job? Consider if you click here now, we have different status. We have working on it, done, struck, not started. Can you see that? So, in as much as you are doing this tonight and the job started tomorrow, the person has not actually seen the task. So you will change it to what? To not started because the person never began the task. When they now start the task, they will not be the one to say, okay, they will not change this one to what? To started or working on it. Now, when they are working on it now, if they maybe for eventually maybe they are going on the way now, maybe they were stopped by police or maybe something happened that they could not complete the task or they are stuck somewhere, they will put here as what? Stuck. Now, if they are done, they change it to what? Don't complete the task. They will click on done. Can you see that? Isn't that cute? So that's how this one actually works. Then we have things that they call comments or this one is actually is what? It's a little comment. So you know that it's saying mode 4,000 block. Maybe you wanted to like add some little more details to what the person will have to do for you. You have to come here and do what? Click on this place here and say something here. You can see that we have the text box here. Come to this text box and do what? Say, please ensure every block is well compacted. Then also do what? Ensure curing is done for a week period. Then you can also this one is just things that you want them to do to ensure that that the block has what the required strength. Okay, so you can also say, okay, please do not mold more than 35 blocks per bag. This can be your word. Specifying some things for the word for the person that will handle this task, so that when he's going there to supervise that work, he has to ensure that these things are strictly followed. So this is just how it is, guys. Like I said, these things are really not hard. You just have to get the basic. Can you now see that when you now come here, you can see that we now have a small box here that shows that what there is actually a comment here. Then this is what the due date. Of course, we already know what the due date. Now the due date is what the time that you are supposed to finish this task. So this task is for next week. You can say okay from next week 25th, and that is it. Then priority, of course, know that priority is what is how sensitive this task is going to be for the entire project. So this task is going to be a what? It's a high priority task. So you don't want to give it to somebody that is, you don't want to give it to like just anybody. So I'll click on what? I'll click on this one. And I'll click on what? Edit to make sure that it is what? Edited. So I can edit it and put something else. I can put new label. I'll call it what? Critical. Then I'll change the color to something else. I'll change it to red. You see, I will apply. So I'll say that the task is what? It's critical task. So the person that will take it has to be what? Sane and normal. You see now? That is it there. I think I want to remove this one. This one is not necessary. I want to remove it. I will remove it. You see now it has left. Now you see that we will have the budget here. So you can actually specify how much you want them to spend for this 4,000 block. And of course, how much is one part? How much is block? I think block now sells for 450 times 4,000. This is about 1.6 million or thereabout. So okay, you see 1.8. So you can come here and do what? You can say okay, the task. So let me go back and convert it to, let me calculator. So you can say okay, how much is that in dollars? Okay, 1.8 million divided by what? Divided by 1,600. You're going to get 3,000. Okay. So you see now, it will cost you how much? $1,125. You come here and put what? $1,125. And that is your what? Your budget for this task here. Then this file section, I don't want it, but if you want to actually show them what the thing looks like, you can actually put that here. So I can now bring picture of what? Of a block. So bring picture of a block. Maybe I'll need to bring hollow block. And I'll attach it there. Can you see? This is my hollow block here. I'll just download a new one here and I'll put it there, right? So we can click on this one. Let me just, this one now. Can click on it, download the image, and I'll come here and do what? And I'll add it there. Isn't that cute? I can just click on this. I will just put it there as okay from my computer. Can you see now? I will select the block and it will be there, added. Ready for what? For viewing. I think I need to remove this one. This one is not going to be there anymore. I need to remove it. So is that not cute? This is just so cute, guys. Then what about the timeline? The timeline is like how long will this take? So this task will start, or this task will end in what? Will end 25th of what? Of March. So now how long should they mold this block? That's what you're going to specify in this timeline here. So you can say, okay, they should mold it from when? From tomorrow being Tuesday down till when? The 25th. You see now? So start this and end here. And that can be your what? You can see now, if you now come, you can show you that we have what? 8 days here, right? You see, Kechukuma, I would have removed you, but I noticed that you're a new student. Please, anytime you come to the class, please, mute yourself and do not unmute until you are called to unmute yourself. Please, please, please. Are you got to beg you? If not that I drank, if not that the way I went through the weekend, they did me well. They give me rub, touch, and press, and they give me brukutu and some nice meat to chop. If not, I would have removed you since. But just thank God, say they do me well. If not, if I don't see back from my hand. So I hope this is now making sense, right? So here now we have not specified that this timeline for this project is what? Is 8 days. But let me even ask you, is it possible to really mold 4,000 blocks in 8 days? The answer is what? Is yes. Because person like me that I understand construction, I know that okay, they don't give me the money. What do I need to do? I have the money I have the I mean, I have the money, I have the sand, I have the cement. What do I need to do? Hire like three teams to mold for me. A team can mold more than 10 bags in a day. How many blocks can come out of 10 bags? That would be about what? 350 blocks. So if I have two teams, I can achieve this within what? I can achieve this within, oh, okay, let me say I have like three teams. In 4 days, I'll be what? I'll be done. We that are doing construction, guys, or we that are doing construction, we have our way of what? Of making money on site. You give us a task, say, okay, do this in 10 days. You give me my resources. I can do it in what? In 4 days, and then do what? The remaining days is my what? Is my profits. Use that for other things and then save that cost for my personal use, right? Of course, in my workshop, I work and shop, right? So you cannot say that we have done what? No, we have not what? Done this perfectly well. Now, let us now go to the other part. They say buy 4 trips of what? Of sharp sand. So this is a task for what? For somebody also in a team. So I'll click on here and I'll select somebody from the team. Now let me change this back to not started. Okay. So this is for what? Mode. Okay, buy 4 trip of what? Sharp sand. I'll come here and do what? Click on this to add some little what? Notes. So I'll click on this and I'll say, please buy from what? From Dangote what? Dangote Sand Beach. Ensure 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 the sand is from zone what? Zone C. If you don't understand this one, don't worry about it. It's not very important. If you know, it's for this one is for so they call specification in construction. Okay, so zone C is a level from the river where this sand should be coming from. So there's actually some things that comes along with it, like properties, like like the grain size, and then that will determine how strong your product is going to be for the block. So that's why I'm specifying this, so that the person that I'm working with can know that if the sand not come from this level, you no go buy am. If you buy am, if I catch am, you go pay my money because I go destroy whatever you built with the thing. So I'll do what now? Click on update here. You see? Then who should take this task? Don't forget that part. Click on this and do what? Select. Let us select who. Kachi should do this task. You see now, his name is not there. Then we don't want to worry about this again because of course it's not started already. But when it now comes on, I can now come and change it to what? To working on it or whatever, right? Then when should this be done? This should be done when maybe of course we are going to start molding by 25th. So you should do this within this week. Okay, from Wednesday, you should go and start buying the sand from from on Wednesday. So that means we're actually going to do what now? We need to maybe say drag this one down. We need to drag this down or maybe push it up, just whatever. So now, 4 trip of sand, how much should it cost? You're going to put that here. Now, the priority should be what? Of course, should be medium. Or let's even put, okay, maybe we can even use medium or what? Or high priority because we don't want to go and buy a wrong sand. Then how much is it now? Of course, we are going to buy 2 in 1 trips. So we're going to say, okay, 10-ton trucks times 4. That should be about 200 and what? 80,000 naira. That should be, let's just say about $200 or thereabouts. So this is what? $200, right? So here is what you can put files here, like maybe show him what the tipper should look like. So dump what? Dump truck with what? With sand. Yeah, can see now this is our dump truck. You can actually put it on what? And put it there. This is just what makes your work look what? Your work will look professional, that you know what you're doing. Save this image and do what? Attach it there. Come back here and what? From my computer and I will select. Now I mostly repeat things because I know that some of you now, if you're paying attention, if you didn't get it the first time, the second time you're going to what? Get it correctly. That's why I will always repeat. Okay. So now you see that our timeline is here. So we're going to say, okay, how long should it take him to go and find the sand? Come here to what? Say, okay, since it started from the 19th, you should do it for what? 2 days. You can start from 19th and end on what? Friday. That's what? 2 days. Can you see now? This is just how to do it. So this shouldn't be difficult, guys. Let me still go around and then hunt for questions. Difficult. Just put your mind to it. It will work with you as you're working with it. It's so easy. So easy as ABC. It's not difficult. Okay. Now we still have buy this, buy that, and all of this. I don't want to worry about this anymore because you guys already have resources to what? To play with. But the same way you already created all these things, when you now come to this section 2, you're still going to what? do the same thing here. So here we have mold blocks, buy trip of sand, buy 20 bag of cement, fetch firewood and all of that. So here now is what? Excavation. You say, okay, hire what? Hire what? You can say, okay, hire what? 30 ton what? 30 ton payloader, right? You can even say, now once you click on enter, it will what? Give you space to do one more. So you can come here again and say, okay, hire what? Hire 5 dump trucks, 5 dump, no, 5 won't be enough because you have payloaders like 30. So you should be having like at least what? You should be having at least maybe 40 what? 40 dump trucks, 40 dump trucks to carry the dirt away, right? That can be that. You cannot do what? Hit another enter again. And you cannot do what? You cannot enter more. You can say, okay, now this one is excavation, right? It's okay. You can also hire what? Hire maybe you can hire 12, can hire what? 12 concrete what? Concrete, concrete transport machines, maybe concrete trucks. This one will carry the concrete from the mixing bay to the what, to the site. And then you can now come here again and can say, okay, we have gotten this one, this one, this one. You can also, okay, hire some what? Hire some laborers. These ones are going to what? Carry things about, fetch water, whatever. But I know that this kind of project, you don't even need the human hand there because what can they really do? Okay, so this is what some little things that will concern the what excavation slash foundation. Then we'll now have to bring in things like maybe form work. Hire what? Hire some, hire craftsmen. Craftsmen that will do what? That will handle the what? The carrying of wood, nailing, all those things, chiseling, cutting and nailing, hammering. Those are what I'm going to be doing because machine cannot do those things, but they're still going to be using some little hand tools like your automated hammer and all these things. So this is just what some little task. You can now come here to what you already know what you do here, so you can now do what play with that on your own. So you cannot come here to what say assign people to this task and click on here, assign this guy, click on this one, assign this guy, click on this guy, assign this guy to it, click on this one. Please, if I enter your email here, please confirm your what your invite so I can be able to assign tasks. Abi they rush from see the dodge from task, Abi. Assign it to okay, I've not done what? Assign them all one by one. Why the guy not dey gree dey enter now? Shey in the abi nowhere in the dodge from work. Okay, let me assign this guy, no problem. Since that guy is not ready for the task, no problem. So you see now I've assigned them all. So the due date is now what? Is here. I think I need to go and put on my gen, guys. My screen just reduced. I currently have 19%. How do we delete task? How do I delete task? Oh, this task is too one kind. How do I remove it? Watch me now how I will remove it. To delete a task, what do you do? Are you seeing this small place here? See, you see that what? Everything that you see here actually have what? Some things at the side of it. Can you see that if I click on this place now, there's a small dot here. 3 dots here, right? Click on these 3 dots here and click on what? Delete. Confirm it and it is gone. Is it hard? It's not hard. Now watch again. Now, if you see this, are you seeing this place here? Now, there's something. I think there's something that they call an extra. It's what they call here. They say what sub item. I think I failed to mention this part earlier on, but now just get it now. Now, what are sub items? Sub items are what are these are part of the what of the main task here. The task is to what is to move 400 blocks, right? But what if 400 blocks maybe some were meant for soccer way, some were meant for the wall. I know that some of us now we know that we actually have 9 inches block, we have 6 inches hollow block, we have 6 inches solid block. So what if you wanted to like say, okay, please, we want 4,000 blocks, but then let 2,000 be what? Be 9 inches block. Then let maybe 1,000 be what? Be 6 inches hollow block, and then while another 2,000 would be what? Would be maybe 6 inches was solid block. That cannot be a what? A small sub task here or sub item, right? So you can come here to do what? Add sub item, say make sure 2,000 are what? Are 9 inch what? 9 inch hollow blocks. You can hit enter again to enter one thing at the bottom. So okay, now maybe give us what? 1,000 watts for 6 inch what? 6 inch hollow. Then another 2,000 for what? Another, okay, another 1,000 for what? 1,000 for what? For 6 inch what? Solid blocks. Can you now see? You can now say, okay, enter. Now you see now, you can now click it back. You see? So this is more like what maybe somebody said, I have something that under my list. Let me open my what my briefcase. You now click here, it will open up. Can you now see that we have it there? Maybe you are done. You do what? Close your briefcase. And you can see we have closed it now. So this is the same thing now. You can now come and do what? And this one is your what you have already understood now how to do this one. Or this one not hard again. Or you have already known that we have different titles here. We have this done, working on it, stock, not started. So we leave it at what? Not started. So due date, of course, you know how to assign this one now. This one is no longer hard for you now. So this one is what? When should they finish this task? You say, okay, task will be finished by what? By 20th. Priority should be what? This one is what? This one is a payloader. Of course, they should hire something that is what? Viable. That's okay. High, maybe critical priority. This one can be what? Dump truck, of course, is also what? Critical. This one can all be what? Can be critical or high. This one can be what? Can be medium, right? Then budgets, of course, you need to specify the budget for this hiring of all these things. You can say, okay, budget can be what? Maybe 30K for all of them. This one can be what? The same 30K for the machineries. This one can be what? Maybe the same 30K. And then this one that is what you say hire some laborers. This one can be maybe 15,000 or maybe even 12,000 because of course laborers are not usually very very expensive, right? So this one they can now put the files to specify what the trucks you want should look like here if you like. Then this can be your what? Your timeline here. Of course, when should this start? You can say, okay, start. We are starting by what? You should now the project will end by what? By 20th of March. So we should start by when? We should start by 13th of this and end on what? On that same 20th, right? So you know how many days here? 8 days to finish this task, right? This one is what? To get this one, they can be the same day with this one here. You can say, okay, start from 13th and end on the 20th. This one the same thing here because of course they are related now. You know now. So you know that every see the now the reason why I'm saying this is because now if you're in this industry now, you know that what that where you're actually going to go and hire these machines now, you're actually going to get most of them in the same you're from the same company, right? So this one is what is payloader, dump truck, which is your tipper, then concrete what truck. One company can supply all of this one now. So if you just go there and say, please, Oga, we need machines. Say, what do you need? Say, okay, 30 trucks for payloader. We need 30 or dump truck. And then they say, okay, don't worry, we have them. They'll just give you. So that's why you now need to work. Just use only one time to work to achieve all these ones. Of course, then laborers can be what can happen in what in a longer time because you need to find them and test whether they are normal, can they carry block and all of that. So this is it now. Don't forget to what assign the due date, which is what 27th of March. This one is going to be what? March 20th. This one also be what? March 20th. And so on and so forth. Are we not done? This is it now. Is it difficult? It's not hard at all. What about walling or casting of walling, whatever? So you can come here and say, okay, um, maybe erect walls up to what? Up to window level. The next thing is to what? Is to mark out. You can come here and say what? Mark out the what? Mark out your doors and windows, right? Then the next is to what? We are still doing our walling. Plan for what? For lintel work. So if you don't know what I'm saying now, but if you have gone to any construction site here, just go and just what we're doing here, we are going to get the same thing there. They know they hide and they will tell you where the lintel is, where the door is, they will tell you. Okay, so we can say, okay, this one is what? Say, okay, now put the decking. Say plan for the what? Plan for the decking, right? Then what about this part? So who should not do all these tasks now? You don't need to assign your teammates here. This one is erect the walls. Who should be the chief officer for that one? It's okay, officer, this guy should handle it. Then what about the marking out of doors? Let this person know the read outside this thing. The mark out of doors should be what? Should be done by what? By the chief bricklayer. Should be the one that will do it. Then what about the lintel work? Not the chief engineer, because lintel is what? It's for reinforcement and casting concrete. If you're not qualified, may not go enter there. Then this one is what? Say plan for the decking. This one is for the what? For the main engineer, which is what? Vibe to this. Then This one is what we have your due date here. You can, so this is just how you what how you plan your what your project systematically to ensure that what that you don't skip anybody, you don't waste resources and all of that. So that's just one of these things it actually means. So some of you that have actually been assigned this task now, please come and respond to your task now. People like Kachi, let me see who do I assign this one. Okay, assign that guy. This one is pretty. Kachi, are you still here? Please come and answer your what. So this here is what is integrates. So if you integrate, it means that what you want to bring in other things into this world, into this tool. Okay, so if you see integrate now, you can see integrate. You can also okay, what am I going to bring in? It will tell you what to bring in to give you some options. Can you see? We have things like Asanwa, we have things like blah blah. You see? Can you see Gmail account? Can you see GitLab? Can you see MailChimp? Can you see Jira? These are what other tools that you can do what you can now bring into what into our workboard on money.com. Can you see Trello? Can you see LinkedIn here? Can you see Zoom? Can you see Zendesk? There are so many of them here. So the essence is what so that as you are working, you can be able to what maybe you can even be able to what to do meeting with what with your team while you are working. That's why you have Google Meet here. You can even still do what you can even still save your work on OneDrive while you are working. You can communicate with what with Slack with your teammates while you are what while you are working. That's why you will say what integrate. So you're going to bring in these other tools here into your monday.com what workspace. So if I want to no, so now if I wanted to bring in let's say Dropbox, what will I do? I will click on Dropbox and I will do what? I can be able to what? To install it. This is just it. And I can do what? I can come here, click on what? Install, and it will be able to what? To install into my what? Into my workspace. This is just how this one works, guys. So let's just allow this to be for now, so we can go and focus on where we are here. So okay, somebody just said done. Now can you see that? Who said done? This person is Kachi. So you see now Kachi just said what that he's done with the task. Can you now see it now? He said it's done because he has not done what he's not started what he started doing his task and he's not said okay maybe he's not done calling the what the fourth trip of sand. Can you not see that? That is just how it was, guys. So it's not really that difficult. Okay, so I'm going to skip this rendering now. I will still skip this one so I can do my automation and then we can now call it a night for tonight. Let me see where time is. We see 30 minutes. So I will skip all this one now. You can go and do that one on your own. But the person that will be roasting yam, where the yam now? Yam never still ready. You want to eat yam? Please go and roast our yam for us, okay? So now, what about automation? Now, some of you want to ask me, Michael, what's the difference between integrate and automate? Well, integrate means to what? To bring in extra tools from outside of what money.com. But automate means that what you have stopped. I mean, you want to stop dragging things. Okay, look at it now. Kachi now said that he's not done with this what with this task. Now I will do what I have to come out and do what and drag it down, right? I have to come and drag it down to the what to the bottom where I have completed here, right? So that dragging now is what is headache. I don't want to be doing, I don't want to be doing it on my own. So automate can be able to what automate can now help me to what to do that what automatically such that once Kachi come here and say okay he's done now, what will happen? The task will now move on its own down to this completed section here. That's what we are going to do now. So just pay attention, guys. Okay, please learn this one now from me for free because later on when you now get job, if you call me, I will tell you to what to pay me money to teach you again. So better learn it now and learn it well because later on I'm not going to answer you sef because that's if I even like you at all. I'm not even answer you at all at all. I'm not even answer you sef. So watch it now. So we now say that what now that because Kachi now did work here now, and maybe this is a construction project and that might involve like maybe 150 tasks, maybe 1,000 staffs. How do I now start dragging them? Maybe now we have this one here now. Maybe it's going to be down, 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 down. Now come and start dragging them. So we are going to do what now? To automate the board such that whenever Kachi come here and says what, he now changes this his work status to what to done. It should move down on its own, down to what to completed. So watch what will happen now. So I will come here to what to automate. I'll click on it now. You see now, it's saying what? Add custom what? Automation. Yes. Click on it to what? To begin. So I'll click on what? Add custom automation. Then it's saying what? When this happens, do what? Do this. So what should happen? You come here to do what? Say when this happen. Click on this when this happen. And you say what? Are you seeing this status here? It says you're not going to click on what? When status changes to something, click on it, then do this. What should it do? It should move item to what? To group. Now, this is your second step now. Now, what is the third step? Now, you say when status changes to something, what is that status? That should be what? Status here changes to something. What is that something that you know that should change to? Click here to select what? Select done, because you're saying that what whenever Kachi say that what that this task is done, or whenever any staff that you have signed task to changes the status to what? To done, then what should happen? It should move this, it should move that particular task down to what? To a particular group. Which group is that one? The group is called what? Completed group. Then you click on what? Create automation. You are done. Oh. Is it difficult? Oh? It's not difficult. Oh. When you're not done, you come here to what? To turn it on. Now it's currently on now, but sometimes it can be like this. What do you now do? Turn it on by clicking on what? Flip it to become what? Blue color here. And then you are good to go. Now close this and you are good to go. So please, Mr. Kachi, go back to your task and change it to done again. Let us see what will happen now. Kachi, are you still here? Please go back to your task and change it to done. Let us see. You see now my mouse is currently here. I'm not touching it again, right? Kachi, please change it. Let us see. Is it even still there? Maybe don't come out for the meeting. Mr. Kachi, are you there? Change your task to done, please. Okay, Madam Rosin of Yam is now doing her work. She changed it to what? To working on it now. Can you see? So please, Madam Rosin of Yam, please change it to done. Let us see what will happen now. Change it to done. Change it to done. Let us see what will happen, Madam Yam. Can you see that it is now done, right? Watch what will happen now. You see? It moved down here, what? Automatically on it. I didn't have to drag it down, right? That is how it was. Where is Mr. Kachi? Abi, don't go sleep. Kachi, are you sleeping? Okay, what about this person? Who is no? Who is this person? Mbakwe, please, can you hear? Please change your own task to done. Okay. Kachi is on it now. You see now, he has changed it to done now. Watch what will happen now. You see now, it has moved down here. This is just how automation works, guys. Is it difficult? It is not. Let us do it one more time for automation so you can see what happened now. But before then, I say automation is important because what? Sometimes now, you cannot come and start dragging things from up here. I mean, from up here now, down to the bottom here. Okay, you can only do that when you have maybe small screen here to what to drag about. But what if you now have like maybe like 500 tasks in this same workplace here? Because you know that we are doing what autonomous building. What if we are trying to build a skyscraper where we will have things like we have to manage personnel, manage different tasks, different departments. Are you not going to start dragging it and then start holding your mouth and then start dragging until you get to the bottom? Maybe like 200 lines below this place. No, that's why you now do what you need to use your automation. Now, the automation that we did is what we said that whenever somebody come here on this status page here and then change it to what to done, something should happen. It should move this task down to the what to the bottom here where it says what completed, right? Because of course you are done with the task now, so it shouldn't still be here at the top here, right? So we now say okay, we should do what? Come here, change it to what to done, and then I will keep my mouse. Look at it now. I'll click on done now. Then I will not drop my mouse. Look at it now. You see? Drop my mouse here. Can you see? To move. Move. Does it not move? It has moved down here. And you can even see it here. It says what? It says an automation has what? Has moved an item down to the what? To a group. Can't you see it here? Completed. Can you see it here? That is automation for you. Right? So if I come here now, that's okay. This one now, let me change it to what? To done. Look at it. I'll keep my mouse here. What will happen now? You see? It moved off. It's now here at the what? It moved down. Can you see that now? That's how you do what? You do automation, right? So I will do the automation once again now so you can see how it works. Then I will now do a different kind of what automation so you can see it working. So I will come here to my what automation here. Please, it's not automation. It is automation. Okay? Automation. It's not automation. Some of you here, you call it anyhow name. Say, I want to know what about the automation? If I catch you, I press your neck. So click on what? Automation or this automate here. Click on it. You see now we are now here. So I will do what now? I will turn this one off. Then I will now do something else here. What will I now do? I will say, okay, are you seeing here they say add automation here? Click on it now. Then it says what? When this happens, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to, okay, let me just say this one. I'll click here and I'll say what? When this happen, I'll click on it and I'll select what? When status changes to something, then do what? Move item to what? To a group. Now, it is not done yet. Now, what should happen here? Say when status, click on that status now and do what? Click on status. You see? Now it changes to something. What is that something now? Click on it and then select what? Done. Which means that what? Whenever somebody that you assign a task changes that task status from not started or from working on it or from stock to done, this automation should what? Should move that particular task down to what? To a particular group. Which group now? Come here, click on this group here and select what? Done or maybe completed. So you are not told you that what that please omoney.com abeg my my task space don too much abeg whenever somebody change the task from this status here to done, then you should move what? Just help me to move the task down to what? To completed, and then we are good. Okay, you now click on what? Create automation, and you come here to what? To turn it on. You see now it is already on. Turn it on, and that way now look at what will happen now. So if I come down here now and that's okay, let me create another one. I'll click, maybe I'll come here to add a task. I'll say okay, shave my what? Maybe shave my what? My flower. Shave my flower. And I'll change it to what? So I will assign to somebody now. I'll click here to assign somebody to maybe this guy, Kachi. So if I now come here to what? To say okay, if I change it to what? To done, what will happen? It will move here now. You see that we have our status here. This column is for our status now. So if you're now coming here and change it to what? To done, that thing should move down. Look at it. It will move. You see? Automatically on this one you move. Then you now see your what? Your small message here that what? An automation move an item to what? To a group. Can't you see it here? That's simple. Simple as ABC, right? Now, is that really what we can do here? No, we can still do another one here. So I want to tell this guy now that that maybe whenever my staff are stuck somewhere, they should send me a what? A message. It will do it. In fact, it will still do the same thing for me. So I will go to my what? I will click on what? Say visit what? Visit Aguleri Lake. Okay, then I will assign who now? I want to assign somebody to that team. I will assign this guy. I will also add somebody else, this guy, and I will also add somebody else here. Who again now? Let me ask this guy as well. Let me ask Kachi as well. So I will now put what here? Let me change it here to what? To this one now. So I want to change it to what now? That whenever this thing changes to what? Maybe whenever this thing changes to maybe say to critical, they should what? They should move it down or maybe take it somewhere else. Or I can even come here and say, okay, whenever this thing changes to what? To stock, they should what? Alert me now. Now see what will happen now. Okay. So I will still go back to my what? To my automate now. I will come here and I'll click on automate. Then I'll do what? I will click on template here. So I will say, I see now, say maybe when this happen, do what now? Do something. So I'll click on this one again and say use template. And then I'll say when status changes, do what? Status changes, do what? Do something. Okay. Do something, right? So I will come here and say, okay, whenever status changes to done or maybe to stock, click here again, change on stock. Do what? Notify somebody. Who should you notify? You send me a message and say, okay, hello, dear, then say, dear Dr. What? Otanwa, the team you sent for this task, for the task, let me even put it here, say task. You see now I can come here and do what? I can put task name here. See, I have item name. I will select what? This task name or item name. I'll select this one. I'll do what? Put that there. Has what? Has indicated that they are what? That they are. I will not select what? I will select my status here. That they are stuck. Please kindly reach out to sort them out ASAP. To sort them out ASAP. Can you not see? Now click on what? Click on done. You see? I've done what? Now who should this thing be going to? It should be going to what? To everybody on the team, right? It should be going to everybody on the team. I'll select on the team. No, I don't want to go back. Let me just go back. I'll select somebody. Team member. Who should it be? I'll select this guy. or somebody else there. I can even select somebody else there. Like maybe let me select this one. Okay, let me just say owner or whatever. Let me just select myself. I will select what? Team member should be what? Should be me. So now what will happen now? I will do what? I click on what? Create automation now. You see, it has been what? It has been done now. So when you now go back now, and you now say, ah, okay, now what? Now I see my email. Now let me just open my email so you can see my email here. So look at my email now. So you can see whether thing is actually working or not. Now watch what will happen now. Change it to my email. I'll click here, select my email, which is this one. Enemy for this mail they play. So now watch what will happen now. So I'll come here, look at my all my email I have here now. I have all this one now. Let me just read all of them or mark them as what? As all read. I'll mark them as red so I can see when the new one will come out. So if I now come here and I'll say okay, I come here, I will say okay, this one now will say stock. What will happen now? I'll change it to what? To stock. Now see what will happen now. You see now? It says what? It says automation has what? Sent a notification about this item. Can you see now? If I come to my email now, I'll see it here. Can you see? It said, dear Otanwa, the thing you sent for the buy 20 bag of cement has what? That they are stock. Kindly reach out to what? To sort them out ASAP. Can you see? Is it not sweet? Is it not sweet? It's sweet, Abby. So this is how you can actually do what now? You can actually notify your boss that something actually, is going wrong at what? At work. If I come back here again and I change this one to stock, change this one to stock. Now see what will happen there now. To see give me another mail again. Now look at it here. To give me another mail again. Watch what will happen now. You see now another mail don't drop. It say what? It says what? The Otanwa, the team you sent to hire some laborer has said that they are what? That they are stock. Kindly do what? ASAP. Is it not clear? Is it magic? It's not magic. It's simply what? Knowing what to touch and doing it correctly, right? So I can still do what now? I can still do what? Okay, somebody actually did another one here. Let me change it on to stock. But it is now stock. Let us change it and see what will happen now. Will it come? It's supposed to come because it's what? It's under my spell, right? So it's not here. So it said the team you sent to one and do what? So the person that was asking me whether we can actually do more than one automation, can you now say that we now have one that will tell us a message and then the other one that will move it down? You can change it to this one now. It will what? It will take it down, right? You see now it has left here. That is just how it is. Now, so far we have been using the words, the project words, or maybe the construction words template. What if you wanted to do something else? Maybe you are into business, maybe you are into finances, maybe you are into health, you are trying to consult for a particular patient. What about, can you have templates for yourself? Yes. What if you are a project manager? What if you are a teacher? Can you have something for yourself? Yes. How can you do that one? How can you find it? It's simple as what? ABC. Simply come here to what? To click on this plus here. Click on this and then click on what? Are you seeing where they say template center here? Click on template center to select what will suit what you are working on. So for me before now, I was using what? The construction template. Can't you see it here? Now what if you are using, now you can see now we have what? We have marketing. Can you see marketing now? So if you're into marketing now, there's a template for you now. If you are into sales and CRM, there's actually one for you here. If you are a designer, there's one for you here. If you are a HR officer, you can see there's one for you here. If you are into, maybe you are a teacher or maybe an educational, you can see there is one for you here. What if you are a real estate seller or a real estate person, you can see there is one for you here. What about venture capital? There is one also here for you. So whatever you choose here will determine what you're doing. So even if you are into software development, you also have one here. Let me show you that one now. Consider we have this one here. I'll select what? IT service desk. Select this one and do what? Click on use template. And your thing will what? It will just change and become something new entirely. Can you see we now have what? IT request. Can you see this one now change, Abby? So this is what I wanted to just point out for you guys that are here. And you are simply patiently following up here. Then what about forms? So if I wanted to create a form, how can I create a form? It's simple. Oh. Click on this place here. Select what? Can you see form here? Click on form. You see now it's creating a form. This one is actually very simple. If you have done a form before with Google Form, the same thing. You know the difficult. Now let's say this one they more a little bit advanced, but can survive it. Okay. So what is the name of our form? Can call it what? Can call it, maybe can call it whatever we like here. Can call it Ottawa form or Ottawa recruitment form. Okay. Now we can now do what? Hit enter to continue. Now this is our form now. We can now do what? We can now start doing what? We can start creating our form now. Okay. How do we do that now? We can click on this to change whatever, I mean, how it looks like and all of that. So this one is not, it's really not that that much of a difficult stuff. So you can actually do what? Edit the form. Can you now see? Come here now. Can you see that we now have our, so you can say okay, this is our welcome page here. You can, this one you can turn it on or off. So you can say okay, welcome to what? Welcome to Ottawa what? Ottawa recruitment what? Portal. Okay. You can say okay, kindly fill up this form to help us know you even better, right? Then you are now done with this. You can now do what? You can now say okay. You can actually leave this one out, but then just leave it like that. So you can now come here to say what? You can put your logo here. You can add your logo here. Bring your logo in here. This can be my logo. I'll put that here and click on what? Enter. You see now? Now this is now our what? Our form gone now. So the form is what? About question and what? And answer. So I will do what? Can you see that we have small plus here? If you want to start your form now, do what? Click on this plus what to start it. Don't go and start dragging here because here might confuse you a little bit. Okay. So click on this plus here and do what? Continue from there. But here they can still put a small thing here, like maybe you can put a small stuff here, like maybe form one. Okay. From one, then you can now come here to what? To add questions. I'll click on this plus here. I'll say okay. You can see now, because now we have short form, no, we have short text, long text here. We have number, we have people, we have phone. I think that this one now is for what? If you want people to like give you small short answer to your question, you're going to what? Use that short text. For instance, maybe asking them what is your name. You know that you have to type their name, right? So you need to what? Say short form or short text, then do what? Enter the question here. Say what is your name? Put a question mark there and do what? Continue. Now, this is a question now. Is it going to be required or not? You need to specify that here. Say question is what? Required. So that means until they answer that question, they cannot do what? They cannot go anywhere else, right? So that is how you do what? You do that one. This one is it here? Required. So I can now do what? Remove this one from here now. I can click on this and what? Delete it from this bucket here. And then we are good. That's what? Short text or what is your name? Question mark, and then can you now see that it has been what? Entered there. So I can now still add more question here. Click on this plus here and add another one here. Say okay, uh have you shaved today? See that now? You can now put what? This one is going to be a what? And this one can be a what? A kind of short answer, right? It can be a kind of what? No, I think I will need to remove this one. Let me change it. I can do what? Click on this and then do what? Select. I think it's going to be single select now. So I'll click on what? Say have you shaved today? Just yes or no, right? I'll click on here and I will say what? Yes. Here can be what? No, right? And then we are good. Is it going to be required? Yes, required question. This one is not important, so we'll go to what? We'll go to remove it. We don't need it. We don't need it. So you see now? So you can put another one now. Say okay, short text. What is your email address? You see now? Of course, it's going to be a short text, right? But is it required? Yes, very required. You see now, phone is growing, it's not getting bigger, right? So now you can now add more here and say, okay, your phone number, right? Can you see phone here? Click on phone and then do what? Enter your what? Your phone number. And that is okay. Of course, it's going to be required, right? You see now, when that click, you can now come and click, select their country and we'll put their phone number here. You can still add more. You can say, okay, you can still put, okay, maybe, can put multi option here, like, here now. You can say, okay, uh, tell us your what? Your Favorite, no, favorite what? Favorite meals. Meals. Or I can even say, okay, select, tell us your four favorite what? Favorite meal. You cannot come and do what? It's okay. It's okay. Beans and what? Beans and rice. Beans and rice. That is one. Egusi and what? Eba. Here can be what? Amala and ewedu. Here can be what? Ogwo and starch. Yeah, sorry. Ogwo and what? And starch. Starch. Here can be what? Banga soup and what? Banga soup and what? And eba. So you see now this one is what? It's multi-choice. You can actually do what now? Select this one, select that one, and all of that. So when you're not what you now do, you cannot do what? You cannot say, okay, this form should be what? Should now be filled. Now, how do you now get this form to be filled? Can you see where they say copy form link here? This is just it, guys. So I'm just being in a rush because our time is what? It's fast spent. But I can still automate this form so that whenever people fill it up now, I can get a what? An email. Let me see what people are saying. It's not okay. Maybe I want to change some things in it now. What can I do? I can come and do what? Do settings here. And I can now do what? Maybe set up some kind of stuff here. You see, submit multiple forms. Like, can they submit multiple forms when they want to fill the form? I can say yes or what or no. Maybe anonymous form. I don't want anybody to fill my form as what? As an anonymous. So that one is not allowed, right? So you cannot do what now? You cannot set all these things up now. Then when you're not done, you can do what? Click on this and copy your form, right? And then you can copy the form now. You cannot come here to what? To view your form here. Paste the form link and do what? Check. Are you see now? It's showing form one. You can start filling up now. You can say, welcome to what? Otama Recruitment Portal. Kindly fill up the form to what? Click on start. What is your name? My name is what? Is Michael what? Michael Amudike. Yeah? Then, have you shaved today? No. What's your email status? Is what? Amudike. Blah blah blah. You know what your mail is now, right? Your phone number is what? Are you Nigerian? You see now? You see Nigeria here. See Nigeria from the list here. You can see Nigeria here, right? This is Nigeria here. Then now put your phone number here. Then your favorite meal, you can select four, right? Egusi and eba. You see now? Owo and starch, of course. Banga, very banga here. Banga, very important. Then what again? Beans and rice. Yes. You see now? You cannot do what? Submit this form, right? Let me just put something here. Say 1, 2. You see now? Cannot do what? Submit the form. Come on now. Hit me here. 70. Okay, I will do what? Submit the form now. Will it go? Of course, it has to go, right? I cannot come here and do what? And see my form here. My form now, was it filled? Look at the result here. Click on result now to see what they filled here, right? It will load now. You see now? Someone came from what incoming answer. Can you see now? Michael Mulike, right? Can you not see? This is just how it is. So if I share the form with you now, are you going to be able to fill it? Yes. So I cannot come here to what? To share it. So you cannot go and fill the form. Let us see. You can see the form here. You can see now. Somebody said this teacher. Oh. Love it, Maduagu. Say everything is sweeting you, Abby. Yes, it was sweet. You can see that teaching actually is what? It's quite interesting here. I don't teach my own like say with a fight. It's not fight that we are doing. In fact, I take my work very, very what? I approach my things with what? With fun. Because if not, you just go die through away. I cannot paste this thing with you guys here. What you call happen now? They're not allowing me. Kill on sup. Kill on sup. Oh. Ah. I think this Monday is simple. Yes. It's simple, right? It's very, very simple. I don't know why the form is not going to. I don't know the form is not allowing me guys to get it. I don't know. This can always happen sometimes. I don't know why it's like that, but let me not worry about it too much. If you are in the group, please, this is a form in the group. Go and fill in the group, please. I don't want to cry. I don't want to shout, down one. So you can go and fill the form. I've pasted it there. Go and fill it now. Let's see. So that's it, guys. So how do we not automate the form now? Let me show you guys how to automate our what? Otama form. So to automate the form, I will do what? I will automate. You see automate here? Automate it. So now, watch what will happen now. Say what? You see here, we have form. Just search on form here. You see now, you say When a form is submitted, create a what? An item. When a lead form is submitted, create an item, right? Can you see now? So when the form is submitted, assign someone to what? To assignee. You see now, when form is submitted, notify someone. So you see now, there's so many different kind of words automation you can actually do for that word, for that particular form now, right? So now I say what you say, when someone submitted the form, do what? Notify somebody here. So that means what? Whenever you fill the form now, I should get a what? I should get an email, right? Then when someone is submitted, or when form is submitted, assign someone to what? To assignee. When form is submitted, move item to the what? To the group. Can you see now? When form is submitted, create a what? A sub item, right? This one here means that what? Whenever form is submitted, though, you should assign that person that filled the form as what? As an assignee. That's what this one here means. This one says what? Whenever form is submitted, set settles to something. But I want to work with what? With this first one here that say what? Whenever form is submitted, notify someone, right? So I click on what? Use this template. You say what? Whenever form is submitted, notify someone. So notify somebody. What should be the message? Say okay, dear sir or madam, uh, your form, your Ottawa form. You see, I can even put what? Ottawa. I can even put form name, right? See, I can even put form name here, or let me just say Ottawa form has been what? Has been filled and submitted by. You see, now I will not put somebody name here. Can you see? Put somebody name here by what? This person. The details entered are as follows. I'll come here, I'll put what? I'll put the person's name. Can you see your name? This one here. Then you see I have okay. What is your phone number? Can you see phone number here? I can come to the bottom again and put phone number here. Can you see phone number? Then I can now come again and say okay. I can even put something here like okay, maybe your email address. I can come here, click on enter again. Do what? Click on what? Phone number. So I need these three things to be what? To be submitted by what? By the person. So I will do what? I will simply work up with that and I will say okay, done. Then who should this thing be going to? It should be going to who? To me. Or let me even give it to what? To Kachi. Kachi, are you still in the group? Are you still in the meeting? Let me see whether Kachi is still here. Are you still here so they can be getting the form? Me not confusing na me they do and na me just program and put for them. That's why thing is coming to me. Kachi, are you still here? Kachi bless don't come out to. Okay, Kachi is still here. So I will do what? I will say the what? They should send that thing to who? To Kachi. Yes, Kachi now. Kachi is here. Okay, Kachi is here. And I will do what? I will say what? Create automation. You see now? It's what? It's finished, right? So when you now go and copy the form now, let me get the form now. So this is the form now. If I fill it now, Kachi, please let us know whether you actually got a response, okay? So if I start with the form now, paste it here, and I'll hit enter, and I'll fill it one more time. Start up, and I'll do what? Say your name is what? Your name is Mbojikwe. Mbojikwe. Mbojikwe what? Sylvanus. Then what is your salary? What have you shared today? Say you never shared today. Then what is your email address? You can say okay, Mbojikwe. Okay. Then phone number is what? Maybe it's a Nigerian person. It's okay, Nigeria. Select Nigeria from the list here and enter your phone number now. So you can select Nigeria from here. It's Nigeria, right? Then whatever you put here is your number. Okay, this one is not valid. 2468. It's for number. So you say Kachi like what? Rice and beans, egusi soup, blah blah blah, amala and wedu. You cannot do what? Click on submit. So Kachi, please tell us now whether you actually got a mail. Please tell us whether you got a mail. Kachi, did you get a mail that somebody filled the form? Can you screenshot the mail for us and show us? Let us know whether you actually got it. Please, all right?